Hello, everyone. Welcome back. I am one of your co-hosts, Rico Borrego,
I am your other co-host, Tony Borrego.
and this is Relatively Sound, the comprehensive and encyclopedic podcast of all music things. Yes, I butchered that. Today, we are playing a new game that I invented, or I guess stole from a ton of other ideas from different people. We are playing the Wikipedia game. That's what I titled it, very lamely. And this is basically the game where some people will know it as the Kevin Bacon game. And it's where you start off on one page of Wikipedia. So today we're doing music related. So Tony will give me something music related on Wikipedia, and I start on that page. And then he tells me I have to get to this other page on Wikipedia that's also music related. And I can only click on links on Wikipedia, and I have to get myself from point A to point B. And we're going to be playing it where we're sharing each other's screens. So he's watching me as I'm playing it. And we're going to each round see who can get from point A to point B and the less amount of links, if that makes sense. I probably explained that horribly. And I'm hoping this will be fun and or make sense to our listeners, since this is an audio only podcast. This is where I wish I wasn't so lazy, because if we were doing a video podcast, I think this would be a little bit more enjoyable for listeners. But yeah, that's how we're playing it today. Tony, are you prepared?
Nope,
Is it because you're freezing over there in Washington right now?
that is partly it. But I also know that this is gonna go horribly wrong on my end. But hey, gotta keep on trucking.
So I think we're going to begin. I'm going to go first. Tony, you're going to give me my first route. And I'm on Wikipedia right now. So you tell me where I'm starting.
All right, so first one, I don't know how difficult this is gonna be, but I don't think it's too crazy. I need you to get me from Queens of the Stone Age to Bare Naked Ladies.
Okay. So I am on the Queens of the Stone Age Wikipedia page. And basically I'm first of all, I'm basically just looking at any text that is blue, because that means it is a link I can click on that will get me to its own separate page. So I'm getting from Queens of the Stone Age, which is, a rock band. And I'm getting to Bare Naked Ladies, which is a Canadian rock band. And I'm going to be kind of just, both of us are just going to be, explaining as we speak. Okay, Queens of the Stone Age. Being now that they're two different bands. I need to get my way into. I think, Canada, and I know I can get there if I can get to the hip. And I think I can get there through Bob Rock, which means I have to get to Metallica. Oh, and I guess I forgot to mention, we're putting a ban on the Beatles. So during any of these rounds, we cannot go to the Beatles to get to another spot on Wikipedia, because we figure the Beatles, that's just way too easy. There's like every band probably has a connection to the Beatles. So, okay, I'm
This
going to
seems like a
go.
pretty far out route here you're trying to go.
Well, because I'm not seeing a closer, I'm not seeing like a smaller pathway there,
Well, so how would Bob Rock lead you to B&L?
because it'll get me to his, if I can go to
It'll
Bob
get you to
Rock's.
Canada.
Yeah, because yeah, because first of all, I think he's Canadian, but I can go to his
Oh.
discography and he's produced a hip album, and from the hip I can get to Gord's solo work, which Kevin Hearn of the Bare Naked Ladies has performed with him on.
Oh, okay. There
So
we go.
okay, so but I haven't clicked on anything. I'm still in Queens of the Stone Age, so I'm gonna click to get to, what is my easiest way to get to Metallica. I mean, I think I'm just gonna have to go. I think I'm just gonna have to go with because I don't even know who produces most of the Queens of the Stone Age albums, if I'm being honest. Um, I'm just gonna go Dave Grohl. We're gonna go Dave Grohl because Dave Grohl's kind of just the easiest way to, I feel like, get to any
Hey,
musician.
his birthday's today.
Oh yeah, it is. I forgot about that. Yeah, happy birthday, Dave Grohl. Okay, I'm on Dave Grohl, and I'm trying to get to Metallica. He probably, hold on. Early, I'm gonna go do his early life section because I wonder if he like listened to Metallica growing up. I read his biography, so I should like know facts about him. Oh, okay, wait, hold on. So I'm gonna change my path a little bit just because I see an opportunity to. I see here that in his early life section of his Wikipedia page, it says Grohl did not take formal drumming lessons and instead learned by listening to Rush. So Rush is Canadian, so I'm gonna go with Rush, and I should be able to actually get to the Tragical Hip here through Rush. Um, how though? I don't know yet. Let's see here. Um, how am I gonna get to?
Please take your time. No rush.
No, okay, that was I get it. Maybe I mean it was an okay pun. Let's see here. I
See,
should
I'm
be
already thinking about a different way you could try to do this, starting from rush. But I'm curious to see how this is going to play out.
yeah, okay. I'm Oh wait, here we go.
Oh,
Reputation and okay, I found Metallica. I'm sure I could probably go straight to the hip from here, but okay. So I am going I'm still going to take the Metallica route. So I'm going to click on Metallica.
wait. Was that Elliott Smith as one of the artists that Rush has influenced?
Did it?
Yeah, go back. Look at that. Right
Oh
underneath
yeah.
Metallica to the right.
Okay, well
That's wild.
I'm not going to Elliot Smith route. Sorry. Okay. So now I'm going to go to I got to go to the Black album because I think that's the first Bob Rock produced album. So actually I'm just going to scroll all the way
Checks
down to
out.
their discography, and we're going to click on Metallica, and then we're going to click on Bob Rock, and then we're going to click on the Tragically Hip, and then we're going to click on Gord Downey. This is way too many paths. I'm now realizing, but it's the only way I can think of it. I'm curious if you have a better way. So now we're going to click on Coke Machine Glow, which is Gord's
Coke
first
Machine
solo.
Glow.
Yes, his first solo album, an album that I'll probably give you sometime in the future because I think it's a fantastic.
I do dig the title of that. It's pretty sick.
Except I think I got screwed because his page for Coke Machine Glow, I'll just say it's not very detailed, and I'm not seeing like they don't even have a section on this album's page where it lists all the players like a bigger album would have.
Oof.
But I need to stick on Gord's page. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna click on Gord again, which is just costing me an extra path
You blew
because
it.
which sucks. If I go to okay, Secret Path, here we go. Secret Path, Kevin Hearn. He played
Ah.
he played a couple live shows with Gord. So Kevin Hearn, and then he is a member of the Bare Naked Ladies. Okay, so I eventually got from Queens of the Stone Age to Bare Naked Ladies. Let's see how long it took. So not counting Queens of the Stone Age, because that was the starting point. It took me. Oops. Let's try that again. Oh, did I screw it all the way up? Hold on. Let's see here.
Show full history. Just go there.
Oh. Oh, here we go. Because didn't I click on Rush right after Dave Grohl?
Yeah, so Dave Grohl,
So
Rush.
Dave Grohl, Rush, Metallica, Black Album, Bob Rock, Hip, Gord, Coke Machine Glow, Gord, Kevin. So it took me 10.
Okay. I mean, even though your path seemed like maybe a little more complicated than it had to be, I think that's pretty on par with, probably the best way to go. Now I'm curious though. So once you got to Rush, I wondered if you could have went to um, Permanent Waves, went to Spirit of the Radio, and then see if they cited its usage in grade 9 of BNL.
Oh, I'm
Now you got
curious.
me wondering.
Let me. We'll check that really quick
Okay,
here.
Permanent
Permanent
Waves.
waves. I'm sure Spirit on the radio. Um, see, I don't see anything in the background. Reception, maybe. No, I don't think so. They
Ah,
also, it's the
that would have
page
been
is
clutch though.
the page for this is not as big as you would think either. Like it doesn't have like people who's covered the song even, which yeah, that would be the section as you were mentioning where it would have the little tidbit that B&L included it as like a part of a medley on their first album, Gordon.
So the
That was
takeaway is
smart.
the takeaway is Canada needs to work on their Wikipedia pages.
Yeah. I mean, the hip just never got its a day in the sun to where, but all right. Okay. So 10 for me. Let's see if you can get to your first destination. So go ahead and share
All
your
right,
screen.
if you want to unshare your screen first.
I'll stop. You're going to pull up, you're going to share your screen. Then you're going
Okay,
to pull up.
this is where everything falls apart. Okay.
Okay.
All
So
right.
you're going to start on Tom Petty's main page
All right. TP
and you got to get from Tom Petty to the Beastie Boys.
to the Beastie Boys. Easy, easy. Thank you for being so kind to me. So the game plan, go to Rick Rubin and then go to the Beastie Boys from there. So, okay, I'm going to go to his discography, going to scroll down. Pretty sure Wildflowers is the one. But you know what? I wonder if before clicking on Wildflowers, if I can find him somewhere in his career. Yep, okay. Um, album produced by Rick Rubin, Wildflowers. Gonna go to Rick Rubin. Gonna go to Beastie Boys. Bam, 2 clicks.
Yeah. So I did give you an easy one.
Very easy, thank you.
But it's only easy if you knew that which you did. You remembered that Rick Rubin has produced a couple Tom Petty albums. Um it looks like you maybe it would have been the same amount of clicks, I guess, but it looks like you could have even clicked on Warner Brothers Records because I think that's isn't that the label that Beastie Boys is on?
Um, that I mean that would check out. Let me see.
No, they're not listed, so
I
maybe they're
guess I don't
not.
see it.
I mean, it would have been the same amount of clicks. That would have been the riskier route.
Right.
Yeah.
That would have been like you being like, "Yo, I got this. I'm gonna go against the norm here," and then
Yeah. Now that one for sure I had planned out to where it would only take like two. I don't think you could have I don't think basically the Beastie Boys I don't think is listed on Tom Petty's page. So there's no way you could get from, literally from point A to point B, but
I guess we could do the find on page search. I forget how to
that's
do that though.
cheating. No, that's cheating.
Yeah, but okay, sweet. Well, and I will let you know, all of the ones I'm giving you, I didn't even bother to find a path because I know that you would find it way quicker. You would find a much better path anyways. So, all right, so let me stop
We had a good
sharing.
idea for the going from Rush to Bare Naked Ladies.
Right, when you said you were gonna try to get to Canada, I
And
thought you were gonna
I'm
try to
sure
do something like that.
there was a better route. I just got too lazy. Okay, so I'm gonna share my
I mean, I
screen.
still can't stop thinking about like Elliott Smith doing a Rush cover.
Yeah, that's weird. I'm just gonna just so then it clears my history. I'm just gonna exit out and go back on Wikipedia.
Good call.
That's not Wikipedia. Let's try that again.
All
Um,
right.
and then you go ahead and give me my next one.
All right. I would love to see you get from Bruce Springsteen to Jack White. All right. I see your
Okay,
screen here.
Bruce Springsteen to start.
Yeah. Actually, I wonder if it'd be difficult starting with like Jack White first, but well, let's go old
Let's
to new.
see. Okay. Well, Jack White can usually connect to a lot of artists because Third Man Records, um, they repress a lot of bands' albums on their record label on vinyl. A lot of people go and play at Third Man Records at their live stage where it automatically get not automatically, but where they record it the actual live performance straight on vinyl.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
like Spoon has done it and Pearl Jam's done it and stuff, but well, not Spoon actually, it was Spoon's side band, the Divine Fits. But Bruce has never done that, as far as I know. Now I could easily get to from Bruce to Tom Morello, but
Okay.
I don't know if Tom Morello gives me a clear path to Jack White.
I
Um,
will say they both are kind of similar, maybe guitar influence wise.
and I know if I started from Jack White, I could get to Bob Dylan really quick, and then I'm sure from Dylan to. So here, but I don't, I don't even know if I can get to Dylan necessarily as easy. Hold on, we're gonna try something weird. We're gonna scroll down to Bruce's early career, and I see the Beatles, but I can't go there, even though I know I could get from the Beatles to Bob Dylan.
And probably Jack White.
Yeah, okay, right here, like a Rolling Stone is referenced. I'm gonna click on that. That gives me Bob Dylan. And then from Bob Dylan, I'm going to do discography because now I'm remembering that um, on one of the White Stripes albums, they do a cover of his song Isis. And
But which album is Isis on?
it's Desire, his 1976 album. So I'm on that page now. I'm gonna scroll down to its track list, which actually all the songs have their own little section. But unfortunately, it doesn't include it in the section. So I'm gonna have to click on the song ISIS, which unfortunately is another page to open up, and I can go to cover versions. And White Stripes have covered it, and then I click from there, and I can do Jack White. Okay, so definitely it took me way less steps than the my you know your previous one. Let's see how many it took. So if we don't count Bruce, it took me like a Rolling Stone, Bob Dylan, Desire, Isis, White Stripes. So it took me 5. So
Bravo. That was impressive.
definitely shorter. It took me half the amount of time that the other one took me. So
Plus you like use your prior knowledge of that, like that was good detective work there at hunting down
I think
who covered it,
I would have
album.
gotten lost in the sauce if I went down Tom Morello, I think.
Honestly true. That would be a lot of kind of like, please show
Yeah.
his name on the page.
Is it possible I think it's very possible you can get from Tom Morello to Jack White. And maybe even a more direct link because I don't think you have to necessarily go down the White Stripes, obviously to get to Jack White, but all right, your next one
All right. I'm on
is
the pedia.
you're going to start on the album that we had just covered in our last episode, The Rise and Fall of Ziggy Stardust.
Okay.
And you're going
And
to
the
get,
spiders and the spider monkeys from Mars, thanks to
yes,
you.
and you're going to get to the Killers compilation album, Sawdust.
Okay. Okay. What I like with the ones you're giving me is I already know the connection you want me to make. And really, the only thing that's going to determine how long it takes me to get there is how clever I can be. So, on Sawdust, there's Tranquilize, which has Lou Reed on it. Lou Reed is what is he? He's from Velvet Underground, right?
I'm not giving you any hints
Okay. Okay.
unless you desperately need them.
So okay, let me see here. So I do see Velvet Underground already, but I wonder if they're gonna like list Lou Reed here, in particular, because I believe he was supposed to be one of the inspirations for the Ziggy Stardust character, or at least that is what many speculate. Okay, I might just there it is, Lou Reed, and then I'm gonna see if yeah, I'm curious how I'm gonna have to connect there. probably just have to go to his discography. Um, let's see. Okay, now, okay. This is where my problem with using Wikipedia is going to start. I'm not too savvy with it. So I think I'm going to have to click on the main article for his full discography. And then is there like okay, other album appearances? Is that where it's going to go? Guest appearances. This is good. This is good. Sawdust, The Killers. You want the album Sawdust? Boom, I made it. See here. So I went to Lou Reed discography, and made it to Sawdust. So what? That would be two, or is that
two.
three?
I guess
Two.
three because I counted my endpoint as one.
Sweet. Okay, not too shabby. Okay.
So you won both rounds so far.
With easy rounds, but I'm able to do it, and I've been smart about not clicking too much.
Mine do get increasingly harder, so just bear that in mind. So all right, so go ahead and exit out of yours, and I'll set mine up.
All right. Cool. All right, which one should I give you next? You know what? I'll stay in theme. I'll stay in theme here. Let me know when you are ready.
Okay. I'm just...
All right. So staying in the same vein here, I'm going to start with the Killers. Okay. And you have to get me to Alter Bridge.
Yeah, I can tell that you have not... You've not figured out your own way to get there, because I do think this is going to take me more than like 5.
To be fair, though, I have not been giving you specific albums.
Okay, so I think I have to get myself...
Which, you know, Creed. I'll have to start giving you some specific ones, I guess.
I think I have to get myself to Creed. But how do I get from Creed to... from the Killers? Maybe I can get to Creed if I can get to... The thing is, I know the Killers, when they played a show in Seattle, they did a partial cover of Better Man. But
no way.
I don't think that's going to make anything... that's not going to make any pages of theirs on their Wikipedia.
You know, that actually is like the most Killer song that the Killers could cover from Pearl Jam.
Okay, wait. Okay, I'm looking down here from their influences, and I don't think none of that's going to steer me towards Alter Bridge. Definitely not Smashing Pumpkins, Duran Duran. I don't think U2, The Cars. Maybe... This is hard. This one's definitely harder. I think I do need to get to... Okay. I think I do need to get to Pearl Jam. But here's how I'm going to do it. I'm on their page for their annual Christmas songs, their singles. And I am going to click on their second one. No, sorry, their third one, Just a Better You Than Me. And from there, I can get to Elton John, which you're probably like, the hell are you doing? This is not going to be the fastest route, but this is a route instead of me like just sitting here thinking for half an hour. From Elton John, I'm going to go to like his most recent part of his... right here, he did an album in 2021 where he had Eddie Vedder do a song. I'm going to click on Eddie Vedder. Actually, from Eddie Vedder, I might be able to get to Creed if there's part of the article that's like, oh, his voice influenced other musicians like Scott Stapp. That's kind of sad that that's how I get to Creed, but I think... Okay, wait, I'm on a Legacy. I need to go down to Legacy. Oh no, they don't mention anything about Creed. The one time I want there to be Creed, I am not seeing it. So I think I'm gonna have to go to Pearl Jam. I'm kind of scrolling through and reading.
I wonder if there's like a connection between him and Miles Kennedy for being like such iconic singers, but I have no idea where you would even connect that from.
Oh wait, okay. I'm gonna go down another route here. I see that Eddie Vedder was a close friend to the late Chris Cornell. I'm gonna click on that, and then we go down to um. We're gonna have to click on Chris Cornell's discography, and we're gonna have to go down to his other appearances, which includes a song on the Slash solo album.
Oh,
Um, oh wait, why am I not seeing it? Hold on.
yeah. What is it even called?
The song is called "Promise Me," I think. Hold on, maybe I wasn't. Wait, if they don't have this, this is like. Oh wait, maybe it's here. Oh yeah, right here. Okay, Slash. So
Yeah, it's just called Promise. It
yeah,
looks
I'm
like.
gonna click on the album because then from the album there is a connection because there's two songs on this Slash album that features Miles Kennedy on lead vocals, and then from there I can go to Alter Bridge. So okay, that took me way longer than I was hoping for, but let's see how many it took. So we went from the Killers. We went Joseph Better You Than Me, Elton John, Eddie Vedder, Chris Cornell, Cornell's discography, Slash album, Miles Kennedy, Alter Bridge. So five, six, seven. It took me eight.
Hey,
So
that's pretty good detective work, though.
not as good as my previous one with Jack White and Bruce Springsteen, but
But that was
that one
definitely
I could have
tougher.
gotten. Yeah, that was definitely tougher, but I think I got a little lucky with the and maybe I think you gave me a hint. I think you gave me the Miles Kennedy connection there.
Yeah, that like with all of these, like I know I didn't like track down a route, but I definitely do have some ideas in mind of where you may take it. So that's why you saying, "Okay, let me go to Elton John" is a little bit concerning, but you made it work. I'll say that.
Now, this is like your last kind of easy one. You're going to start
Okay.
off with Jane's Addiction,
Okay. Jane's Addiction. Jane's
and you got to
Addiction.
get to Van Halen.
Van Halen. Okay. So, okay. Immediate thought, Dave Navarro, love his playing. He's a really good guitarist, so maybe there is something in there with influence. So I could try that. Um, trying to think too. You could connect him with Chili Peppers. Um, okay. I think I know the safest, best route. I'm gonna try to get to Chili Peppers, get to Frusciante, and from there, I'm sure there'll be some influence with Van Halen. Um, so I wonder if on his page, if you could go to where he joins Chili Peppers, and then maybe they will actually list him as a replacement for Frusciante directly.
But you're still on Jane Addiction's page.
Still on Jane's
Because you
Addiction
said
page, yeah.
his page. You could click on his page if you
Oh,
want to.
you're right. You're
You're
right.
on Jane
Okay,
Addiction's page.
you're right. No, okay. I'll go to Chili Peppers page. Thank you for that save there. And then I will go to Frusciante. I doubt the band as a whole is influenced from Van Halen. Go to Frusciante. And then there's probably musical stuff. Okay, there we go. Influences. There we go. I'm not seeing him yet. See Hendrix. Okay. This is a little bit disappointing. Oh gosh. Okay. Technique? Maybe? No. Randy Rhoads, Steve Vai. Musical style. There we go. Eddie Van Halen. Bam, and then click on actual Van Halen. Okay. I got a little worried there, but we made it through alive. So, okay, let's see. We went from Jane's Addiction to Chili Peppers, Frusciante, Eddie Van Halen, and then Van Halen, the band itself. Okay, that was 4.
So you did not take the route that I would have taken for that one because I had it planned out
Really?
already. I was gonna go from Jane's Addiction. I would have went the same with you, Chili Peppers,
Okay.
but then I would have went Chad Smith. Chad Smith also is in the band Chickenfoot,
Mm.
which features 2 members of Van Halen,
Right. You go either one.
and then
And you know what? I
you're
wonder
at Van
too.
Halen. You go either Sammy Hagar from Chickenfoot to Van Halen or who's the bassist?
Wolfie, Michael.
No, not no. Van Halen's the original bassist. Michael Anthony, isn't that his name?
Yeah, don't they call? Why do I feel like they call him Wolfie? Is that? Am
That's
I just making
no,
up lore?
that's Van Halen's son who like later joined the band.
Wolfgang. Yeah.
Yeah, but
Oh,
he
he
wasn't
later
there.
joined. Is that why that name's there?
Well, yeah, he was like a kid. I don't even know how old he was during the first Van Halen album. He was
Well,
like, because he's still like young right now.
yeah, I know. I just saw him live not that long ago in Mammoth. So, yeah. Okay, well that would have been what? Also 4 steps, you think?
Yeah. All
So,
right, give me your next one.
all right, let me stop sharing my screen here. This next one also have no idea how difficult it's going to be, but I'm not sure if you have the Wikipedia pulled up yet.
Well, I'm sharing my page right now.
Perfect. All right. So, as you can tell, I've been trying to do some artists that we've discussed in this podcast. Just make it familiar familiar playground here. You're going to have to get from Adam Dirts
Okay.
to Trent Reznor.
I like that you're just like giving me an extra step because you're pretty much telling me I have to, like probably go from Adam to Counting Crows.
All I'm
Um,
saying is Trent has he's put in the legwork. He's on a lot of things or producing stuff. So I'm not sure where the connection is going to be, but I'm sure there'll be some connection.
I'm gonna go down a crazy route from Adam Duritz. I could go the safe route, and I could go to Counting Crows, which is a '90s band, and I'm sure from there I can eventually get to Nine Inch Nails, which is also a '90s band. But if you don't recall, Counting Crows did a song for the Shrek soundtrack
Don't.
to Shrek 2, Accidentally in Love.
Do not click
And
on Shrek 2.
I'm clicking on scoring, which is
Mm.
the uh, term for coming up with original music for a film. And Trent Reznor, as you may know, does a lot of scoring nowadays.
Oh yeah.
So I might, on this page, it's going to take me a second. I might be able to get to Trent Reznor without even having to go through Nine Inch Nails. So I'm doing history. Let's see here. I'm looking. Oh, I thought that said Trent Reznor. It said Trevor.
Trevor
Um,
Reznor.
I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna go. Wait, hold on, because I'm gonna scroll down a little bit. Oh my God, there's like 100 different links here. Wait, hold on. Right here, right here. Relations with directors. Trent Reznor and Atticus Ross have done previous soundtracks for David Fincher, like Social Network. He's also Trent Reznor and Atticus Ross also has done a couple of Pixar films like Soul. But boom,
Who's
right
Atticus
there.
Ross again?
He's
I
also
recognize the name.
like a musician who um he's most known for partnering up with Trent Reznor to do soundtracks like Social Network,
Ah,
Girl with the
okay.
Dragon Tattoo, Soul, which I mentioned already. But I don't think he's like in like a like a previous popular band. So boom. So I think that was just Adam Duritz into film score, and there's just 2.
So that ended up being the easiest one.
That
Wow.
ended up being my easiest one, and that has helped me. What has helped me with this one is part of the reason that we're doing this game right now is because there's a game on a website called Cine to Nerdle, and it's a movie game where there's a game on that website where you play against another random player online, and you're given a movie, and you have to pick another movie that connects to that previous movie, and you're doing it either through actors or directors or people who make scores for films. So I'm very much in the headspace lately of like film, and I very much know that Trent Reznor does some of these very big soundtracks. Um, and I think I've even used Trent Reznor once to get out of like a Pixar film. Yeah. Okay, that my best round so far.
Took you
Um,
like 20 seconds. Impressive.
you are now gonna start with Billy
Okay.
Joel.
Okay. Our man Billy.
And well, I'm
Get
actually
to
I'm
it.
gonna change this one a little bit. I'm gonna make it harder.
Oh. Oh. You have so much faith in me.
Well, because you've been doing fairly. I mean, you've been doing fairly well. You're gonna get yourself two from Billy Joel to Taylor Hawkins.
To Taylor Hawkins. Okay. So, okay, Taylor Hawkins, the main connection, like from him and anyone, would be Foo Fighters. Foo Fighters got Dave Grohl, but I do not see how I can connect those people together. Okay, they play different instruments. Let me think about this. Hmm. This is gonna take a little time. Trying to think of maybe like collaborators Billy Joel has worked with. I'm mostly just thinking about no one really. Oh my gosh. Why are you doing this to me?
It is not as
Hmm.
easy as it looks. I can tell you're getting desperate because you're like scrolling to like the very
I
bottom.
I am just scrolling here. So I'm trying to think of where you would even go. Maybe I can't even think of influences would not even be helpful, really, would it? Um Here, I'm gonna go to discography here. Maybe go to his full discography where he may have like guest appearances. Right. Compilations, singles, guest appearances here. Let me see these artists. Twisted Sister, Springsteen, Streisand. That's not really helpful.
But you only can
Mm.
get from Barbara Streisand to Taylor Hawkins.
Tom Morello. Um, Not that much more helpful. I'm trying to think though. Mm,
And what is that? It says
okay.
it says Billy Joel did some type of collab with Bruce Springsteen, the E Street Band, John Fogerty, and Tom Morello, and it looks like it was a cover of a Jackie Wilson song. What the hell? That is
Okay.
bizarre.
I am gonna be desperate here, and I know you're gonna show me a much closer path. But here's what I'm gonna do. Check this. Check this. Okay, so we're on Billy Joel. We're on his discography. We're gonna go in this strange collab with Tom Morello. I'm gonna click on Tom. I'm going to go to Rage because I want to get to Brad Wilk, and you'll see why. But I'm actually trying to see here. Maybe if I could skip a step and let me see here. Yeah, Brad Wilk. Get this. He originally was in a band with Eddie Vedder. I'm kind of getting lost in the sauce here. I was gonna try to get from. I don't even know how I want to do this. Um. Are you shaking your head right now?
Well, you're kind of going in a similar path that I was going to take you down, but you're
Foo Fighters, bam.
okay.
But what is this connection here actually? Brad Wilk toured with the Smashing Pumpkins? With Mark Stormer on bass too.
I knew that connection,
Okay.
but
And
I
then
did.
he joined the Foo Fighters on stage for a cover of Ain't Talking About Love. The lore goes deep. And then, unfortunately, past members, Taylor Hawkins.
Well, let's see how many that
So,
took you. Definitely your longest one.
so went to Billy Joel's discography, Tom Morello, Brad Wilk, Foo Fighters, and Taylor Hawkins for 5
Wow,
connections.
you still kept it though, under 5.
It was a little bit of taking a shot in the dark, but
Now, here's what I would have done, and I don't know if this is actually less steps than yours. It actually might be like the same amount. Is you from Billy Joel? I was thinking if you went on, if you recall on his album The Bridge, which is probably the album of his one of the albums of his you've listened to the least.
I
The
don't even know what the
first
album cover looks like.
is blue.
Okay, I know which one it is then.
It's the very first song on the album, Running on Ice, is an homage to the Police, specifically Sting. So I think if you went on the album page for The Bridge, you would have found a link to the Police, or at least Sting, which would get you the Police. And if you recall, when you and I did a practice round a couple days ago, I was able to get from Andy Summers to Matt Cameron. And then Matt Cameron has done a couple side projects with Taylor Hawkins, meaning you wouldn't even need to necessarily have gotten to.
Right, right.
I think if you go to background, maybe you're gonna, because you can't
Okay, yeah,
click on the song
you
Running
can't
on
even click
Ice.
on the page. Background, police, yeah.
Yeah,
So you
so you
could
could have
go
gone
there.
there. You could probably click on Andy Summers.
I guess you could just go to members for that. But how did it even see? I feel like taking you to Stewart would make a little more sense.
No, because remember it was Andy Summers. He like did. I don't know if it was under. I honestly can't recall how we got
Are you
from.
gaslighting me?
Well, okay, I know we did it from Matt Cameron's page. I don't. Maybe it's not possible to go from Andy Summers' page to Matt Cameron.
Well, I do remember you thought that Stuart Copeland was Andy Summers. So,
That is true. I confused the two.
all right. Well, maybe let me give you one that
Yeah.
is. I don't know if this is gonna be a hard one. I can't remember. I think I only had one more prepared, so I'm gonna have to start just kind of bullshitting them out.
Well, you could give me your last one, and then maybe we'll end with me giving you one more.
Which will probably take if it's anything as hard as the last one, it
Yeah.
could take a while.
Well, I will say I originally was going to give you a little easier one. Okay, let's see here. Let me share my screen. Okay.
Okay, so I need you to get me from Ben Folds. Okay, we've talked about him plenty of times on the podcast, but he's kind of in his own little niche a little bit. To Jeff Ament of Pearl Jam.
Okay, this is not going to be that hard. While we're looking on Ben Folds, because you didn't say Ben Folds 5, you said, right? You said Ben Folds?
Just Ben Folds.
Okay. Right off the bat, we see that
Don't.
he's collabed with the likes of Regina Spektor and Y Music, William Shatner, and Weird Al. We're going to click on Weird Al. The only issue is I don't know what album it's on. I think I do. Hold on. We're going to go to Weird Al's discography. I think it's on Running with Scissors. We're going to go to the track list. We're going to click on My Baby's in Love with Eddie Vedder. We're going to go down to his Pearl Jam bit of his discography, and then we're going to click on Jeff Ament.
That's bullshit. Oh my god.
And it took me Ben Folds to Weird Al Running with Scissors, Running Scissors to Eddie Vedder. So, and then Eddie Vedder to Jeff Ament. It took me 4. Yeah, that one was Weird Al can get you. I mean, actually, maybe we do another episode with this same game. We actually probably need to ban Weird Al because now that I'm thinking about it, Weird Al has covered so many genres of music and so many huge songs and different artists and bands. You probably can get to Weird Al to pretty much anywhere.
Yeah, that is a good point. I mean, because I'm just thinking, like, like you can connect Van Halen to Weird Al, easy peasy. You go to his thing of Eat It, and then go to Beat It with Van Halen. So the lore goes deep with him.
Okay, so then let me give you. We'll give you one more.
All right, fingers crossed that it's gonna be that easy.
You let me know when you're ready.
Oh yeah, my bad. I gotta share my screen. All right, let me start a new page so I know it's gonna be good. All right. So where do I have to get from?
You're gonna go on the album "Consolers of the Lonely"
Okay,
by the Raconteurs,
cool, great album.
and you're going to go to, I believe, isn't it called Phantom Radio? Is that what it's called?
Mark Lanigan, right?
Yes. You're gonna go. You're gonna get yourself to the Mark Lanigan album "Phantom Radio," which we've done an episode on. Definitely go check that
Okay.
out if you have not heard it.
So I'm not thinking of an immediate connection, which is fine. That's fine. But I'm gonna have to be clever here. I'm just gonna scroll the page first. Right.
Not a huge page.
Right, it's modest. Okay, let's see. See about like the personnel on here. Um okay, none of these additional musicians are helping. Production, that does not help me either. So okay, let's think about the main guys. Jack White, he's in a buttload of stuff. I don't want to just automatically jump to him, but that is probably the move. Genre wise, I don't really see any major connections either. So let's go on Jack White. I think that is a safe area to go to. Of course, let's look at his acts. What the hell is Goober and the Peas? A cowpunk band? I'm gonna pretend I didn't see that. All right, all right. So, I mean, I'm tempted just to kind of go to his discography and just kind of peek around. I'm trying to think here. I mean, because I could connect Lanigan with Queens of the Stone Age. That would not be a terrible place to get to, but how could I do that with Mr. White? I mean, they both produce, right? I feel like I can maybe get to Josh Homme. But to be truthful, I'm just kind of scrolling around here. Not to be a cheater. See, I'm seeing Bob Dylan on this page.
I wouldn't
Um,
suggest going to Bob Dylan to try to get yourself to Josh Homme.
well, how you connected, Springsteen and oh wait, Black Keys. Okay, okay. Hear me out. Hear me out. I could maybe get from Black Keys to Arctic Monkeys. I know nothing about those
Oh my
bands,
god!
but aren't
I
they
knew
similar?
I knew you were gonna say that. Yeah, but I mean, try it.
Okay, a little bit nervous. A little bit
'Cause I
nervous, but I
thought
don't
for a
know how to
minute
get
you
there.
confused the two bands.
Oh, you thought I was gonna say that that Josh Homme produced all of the Black Keys music.
Yeah. Well, to be
Uh,
fair, Josh Homme has only produced, I think, like one uh uh Arctic Monkeys album.
I mean, that's fair. Tom, wait, whoa, 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 whoa. Well, okay. Black Keys says in their early history, um, Carney is the nephew of saxophonist Ralph Carney, who performed on several Tom Waits albums. Okay,
See, this is why we do this show. You learn so much while doing this fun game.
so I'm gonna guess that I could probably connect. Tom Waits with Mark
Oh
Lanigan
God.
based off of vocal style. And then from there, I could get to, of course, Phantom Radio. I'm gonna try it. I feel like we're kind of stepping further and further away. So I guess I would just go to what, like his musical style, and that would probably talk about his voice. Did I pass it? Where did it?
You're
It'd be
definitely going
before
past it.
discography. Okay, okay, there it is. There it is. I'll look at some. Okay, I'm getting a little bit nervous. I'm not seeing
Well, I think
that,
what
but I'm
you're
seeing
looking for is more like a legacy thing, which I'm
a
not seeing on,
legacy.
I'm not seeing on his page.
I am seeing Mick Jagger on here, which doesn't help, but collaborations, I doubt he would be directly there. Okay, I'm seeing Tommy the Cat. I did know that he was on Tommy the Cat of Primus. Okay, I'm seeing Radiohead, PJ Harvey. Bam, I can do this. Okay. So, Waits' influence can be seen in the work of many of the most forward-thinking contemporary artists, including Beck, PJ Harvey, Radiohead. I'm gonna go,
Why
yeah,
did you get?
PJ.
What are you doing with PJ Harvey?
Because on Mark Lanigan's album Bubblegum, he has a song "Hit the City" with PJ Harvey on it, and I think maybe another one. So let's see. I'm gonna have to go to her collaborations and projects, which there is a section for that. Fantastic. Oh, I do see Josh Homme on there, so I could go there, but I'm gonna go to Mark Lanigan. Yep, Hit the City and Methamphetamine Blues. Come to Me was the other one I was thinking of. Great songs. Go to Lanigan. Go to his discography. I'm not gonna click on it. Gonna scroll to it. All right, we are almost there. Almost. Phantom Radio. Boom. It was long-winded. How long-winded, you may ask?
And maybe your longest?
To Jack White, to Black Keys, to Waits, to PJ Harvey, to Lanigan, to Phantom Radio. That was 7. Okay. Okay, the dopamine going off in my brain is
Now,
immaculate.
do you want me to show you the faster route?
Yes, and don't
Go,
even tell me it's like 2.
go back to consolers, because scroll down
You're saying this
to
kind of with a condescending tone. I'm a little bit worried.
scroll down to additional musicians, which at one point you said that's not helping me. Who is the first additional musician you see?
Dean for Tita.
And obviously you don't know who he is. Click on him.
I am going to cry.
Do you recognize him?
I recognize him from Queens of the Stone Age. All right. All right. And you could probably either click on Queens if you wanted or Josh Homme, and I'm sure that would also show up.
You don't need to click on Josh Homme. You just click on Queens.
Oh, and go to former members. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So it still
All
would
right.
have taken you, I think, like 4, but like, yeah, that was. Yeah, I knew. And actually, to be fair, I knew that Dean became almost like a. Right now, I know he's like. I guess technically, when the Raconteurs did their third album, like many years after Consolers, he like is actually on that album, that third album, and he toured with them. But I
Oh,
actually didn't know he was on Consoler, so I thought you could go from Consolers to Raconteurs to Help Us Strangers, which is their third album, to then his page, then to Queens. But he was actually on that album, so it was like
and he
right
played
there.
clavinet. What song did he play clavinet on? That's the question.
Oh, I think on Switch and the Spur.
That one is clavinet?
Yeah, I think so.
Hmm.
Isn't that like the percussion instrument?
Yeah, yeah, like
Yeah, it's that Western sounding part on Switch and the Spur.
so you're telling me the superstitious sound or superstition.
Huh?
Clavinet, like the bow 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 the bow the burn it, right? It's like kind of percussive sounding.
Yeah, I think that's on Switch and the Spur.
Is it okay? Well, I'll have to listen closer for that one. Hey,
Oh no,
maybe I'll have to do an episode about it.
oh no, I'm thinking of something else. It's not a percussion thing. It's like a keyboard.
Well, yeah, it's a keyboard. I mean, it has a percussive sound to me. I thought you were just being descriptive with that. But
Now I'm thinking about it, I think that's one of the solos in Salute Your Solution. Or is it Salute Your Solution or is it Hold Up? Hold Up.
oh,
Yeah.
okay, okay.
What is that Western sounding? What's the thing that Cake always uses in their songs?
Okay, when you say cake, all I think about is an awful cover of War Pigs and an equally awful cover of I Will Survive.
Go to Google, since I can still see your screen. Just go to Google and type in Cake
Cake percussion?
band.
Cake
Yeah,
man.
percussion.
Percussion. Vibra
Vibra That's what I was thinking of.
Yo, Vibra kind of rock though.
I don't know if there's a Vibra in Switching the Spur, but if you told me there was one, why are you Googling Beach Boys Vibra
Because they have so many like percussion things in their ensembles. Wait, there's one an intro Crazy Train. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, you don't remember that?
Well, I don't hear Crazy Train and go, oh, Vibra I go, oh, riff.
All right. Well, I think you pretty much. What would we do there? Like 4 rounds? I think I only won one of them because there was the one round where I got it in two, which was the Ben Folds into. I don't even know where we were getting Ben Folds. Oh, to Jeffy Met, but you smoked me in the other rounds. I will say I went a little easier, I think, on your on the ones I gave you. And now I can see that you're just looking up Vibra memes.
I'm just seeing what shows up, okay? Curiosity killed the cat. Maybe also killed the podcast, but okay. I will refrain.
All right. Well, I think that's it for this episode. It was a funny little game episode. We learned a lot. I mean, I didn't know PJ Harvey was on some Mark Lanigan tracks. Tony clearly didn't know Dean from Queens of the Stone Age was in some Raconteurs music. What was that other weird fact we learned? Was
that the some guy from the Black Keys, his like father played sax on a Waits album?
Oh yeah, that's right.
That's pretty wild. Well,
I'm
also,
even
I
shocked
learned that Mark Stormer played bass with Brad Wilk on on a freaking Van Halen cover.
Well, yeah, but not even that. That's not even the weirdest part of that sentence you just said. They were touring with. They were two musicians who were touring musicians for the Smashing Pumpkins at one time.
Not even to mention that outlandish cover that, what was it, Bruce and
Billy Joel and Tom Morello.
No, Rhea Morello. That's right.
No, Streisand did like she covered a Billy Joel song, I think.
Oh, that's what the connection was. Okay.
Yeah. Maybe we should just title this episode "Unusual Facts" or something. Music facts you did not know until today. I was today years old when.
Okay, wait. I found the perfect meme for you, Rico. I'm gonna share this here. Maybe you can share with the class.
There's the meme of the two guys who are like
jacked.
Yeah.
And they're about to arm wrestle, even though there's no table underneath them.
No, it's not an arm wrestle. They're like slapping each other's hand. One of the guy has the caption "cake." The other one has Ozzy Osbourne, and then in the middle, with where their two hands are clasping, it says "Vibra Slap."
There we go. Way to come full circle here.
So this episode's really only going to be beneficial to like people like you that were like born the same year 9/11 happened, and then like people who listen to Barbra Streisand.
Wow, what a connection right there.
All right. Well, I think that's it for this episode. Let us know in the comments. Give us our own. You can give us some of your own inventions when it comes to this game. Let us know, what type of. Now you're just pulling up Guy Fieri memes. Okay, we're done. I'm clicking out of your screen. I can't look at your screen anymore. And then stay tuned for next 2 weeks. Tony and I are going to be doing another album for album episode that neither of us had heard the album prior to the episode. So stay tuned for that. And we should, I think, in a couple weeks, we're trying to do a couple more guest episodes. So stay tuned for that. And until then, we hope everyone takes care. You'll be hearing from us soon. Bye bye.